Today in the video, we are going to be talking about Castorice. Yes, Castorice is coming very, very soon, and Castorice is a much awaited 5-star character in Honkai Star Rail, probably one of the most controversial so far, and literally everyone's been talking about her because of the thing going on with the global passive, and everyone's been quite not happy. But we're not going to talk about those things. We're going to talk about the good stuff, which is how to build Castorice. And she is, by far, probably going to be the best remembrance character for quite some time now. Alright? And she is the first limited 5-star quantum, limited 5-star remembrance character. Probably the first. And yeah, she is a 5-star quantum character. She follows the path of remembrance. And she specialized in summoning Memo Sprite, which is her dragon, alright? Which helps her in the battle by dealing quantum damage and provide support effects. Alright, her abilities, Castorice's abilities involve strategic HP management, as she consumes allies' HP to enhance her offensive capabilities, which is her DPS damage output. Alright, so in order for you guys to maximize Castorice's potential, we're going to talk about her best Lightcone, her best teams, her best relic sets, her best planner ornaments, and all. Alright, so if you're new to the channel and you just found me on YouTube, what are you waiting for? Hit the subscribe button, like the video, let's get down to the business, let's get to the video. So first and foremost, we're going to talk about Castorice, alright? I just give a brief intro to Castorice. So, Castorice, one of the few things about Castorice, what makes her unique than other characters. I mean, most of the Ampherous characters can summon their Memo Sprite, but Castorice is unique and it makes her very different than other characters and more special, because she can summon Memo Sprite, alright? She has ability. When she uses her ultimate, she can summon a Memo Sprite, which is a dragon, helps her in the battle, debuffs, and it not only just that, it debuffs the enemies, such as reducing their all-type resistance and enhance the overall team damage. Not only she enhance herself, first of all, I mean, can you imagine that? Her Memo Sprite debuff the enemy, increase and reduces their all-type resistance, and enhance overall team damage output. Can you imagine that? Like, she not only benefits herself, but also she benefits the entire team. The second, the most important part, is her HP manipulation mechanic. She can sacrifice a portion of her allies' HP to unleash a powerful quantum damage. And that's, I mean, it's incredible, right? And her HP scaling is also very good. Her HP scaling is going to be pretty high when you're building a Castorice. The third, that thing makes her more unique, is her debuff application. When Castorice use her skill, Castorice can apply debuff, and when she uses her skill, she can, obviously she summons her Memo Sprite, and her Memo Sprite can apply debuff to the enemies, which is all-type resistance, and increases the overall damage of the team. And yeah, that is what makes Castorice incredibly unique than any other characters out there. And we're going to talk about her best Lightcones, alright? We're going to talk about Castorice's best Lightcone. So let's talk about that. Castorice's best slot Lightcone is probably going to be her signature Lightcone. As we can see in here, her signature Lightcone, Make Farewell More Beautiful, is probably going to be the best Lightcone for Castorice, because the base HP has a 1270, which is the highest, has a base attack of 529 and a base defense of 397. And I think this is incredibly good, because in the passive, as you can see in here, it increases her max HP by 30%. So whenever Castorice and her Memo Sprite loses HP, or when they're doing their turn, the wearer gains Death Flower. So the Death Flower allows the wearer and the Memo Sprite to ignore 30% defense threat. Look at this, 30% of target defense threat while dealing damage for 2 turns. So that's what makes the the Lightcone must-be Lightcone for Castorice. And when the Memo Sprite disappears, so let's say Castorice dragon disappears, it advances the wearer action, which is advances the wearer, the Castorice action, by 12%. It can only trigger up to 1 time, and the trigger count resets every time. So every time this effect, the action forward effect, resets whenever Castorice uses her ultimate. So as long as you don't use ultimate, you will keep getting this effect every 1 time, and you use this ultimate, it will reset. So yeah, this definitely going to be the best in slot, and I highly recommend pulling for this Lightcone. And if you, let's say you don't have enough J's or anything like that, let's say you don't get this Lightcone, let's just pretend you don't get this Lightcone, you can go for this one. This is the best in slot alternative for Castorice. So yeah, I would highly recommend using this Lightcone. This is, you can buy it from the pass. This is also Remembrance Lightcone. It increases crit rate, and whenever the memo sprite is on the field, increases damage, and the wearer and the memo sprite by 24%. It's an overall good alternative if you don't have the signature Lightcone of Castorice, so I can definitely recommend this one. Alright, now let's talk about the relic set. The relic sets are most likely, if I have to tell you the relic sets, it's most likely going to be this one. Let's see. Yeah. So the Poet of Morning Collapse is probably going to be the best in slot relic set for Castorice. It increases quantum damage by 2 pieces. Alright. And the 4 pieces decreases the wearer speed by 8%. This blah blah blah. It increases the crit rate by 20 to 32%. This effect applies to the wearer memo sprite at the same time. So this is an overall, I highly recommend this set, the Poet of Morning, the 4 piece. I highly recommend this for the relics. For the planar ornament, Bone Collection, Serene, Demence is probably going to be the best in slot. It not only increases the Castorice max HP by 12%, when Castorice reaches 5000 or higher, it increases the wearer and the memo sprite crit damage by 20%, 28%. So this is a really good. I would not recommend any other sets. I think this is probably one of the best, and you should farm this. Don't look at any other relic set. I would not recommend any other relic sets, to be very honest with you. When it comes to the body piece, I recommend you to use crit damage, alright, HP boots, quantum damage boost, quantum damage bonus on the planner and the rope. I would recommend you to use the HP percentage, alright. When it comes to the teams, when it comes to the teams, okay, I think Western slot is probably going to be Tribi. Tribi, you can use either Tribi with Castorice, alright. You can use Tribi, or you can use, if you don't have Tribi, you can use the MC, the Remembrance MC, as we know, the Remembrance MC. If you don't have Tribi, you can use this as an alternative slot. You can also use Sunday. Third option is Sunday. If you don't have Tribi, either use MC or Sunday. Alright, for her Sustain, Gallagher, or Locha, any of those two, or Lingsha would be nice. But yeah, Castorice is probably going to be getting a character. I think, I'm not going to say the name, but we all know Hyacinth is probably going to be in the next 3.3. So she's probably going to be for Castorice. So I think Castorice is probably going to get her best in slot teams very soon. So keep that in mind. All right. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the Castorice guys. So yeah, and we're gonna talk. Should you pull for her Eidolons? Well, her Eidolons is basically, I would not, let's just say her E1 and E2 are really powerful, but it really comes down to whether you want to go for her Eidolon. Like, her Eidolon is really good. Her Eidolon is really good, but at the same time, it all comes down to whether you want it or not. But yeah, her E2 seems very, really good. Her E1 is kind of okay, but her E2 is really good. So yeah, if you want to go for her Eidolons, you can, but I would not recommend. I think E0 should be, Castorice E0 should be more than enough. Unless you are a whale, then you can definitely go for E2 or E6. But yeah, that's it for the video. If you, good luck for your Castorice pulls, everyone. She's gonna be here soon. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.